What's going on, everyone? I'm Jade Anderson. I'm Jade Anderson. I'm Jade Anderson. I'm Jade Anderson. Children's health. What's the secret to healthy kids? According to a new study, it's about parents and their ability to say no to bad food choices. The University at Buffalo says children have healthier diets when their parents place restrictions on what they can eat and train them to control their impulses. With the tagline ripped from the headlines, Law & Order SVU is known for using real news as inspiration for their stories. But instead of just one, in last night's episode American Disgrace, SVU took on the storylines of 3 major celebrity scandals, including the unforgettable Jay-Z and Solange elevator fight, the Ray Rice elevator assaults, and the Donald Sterling racist remarks saga. It's time to kick butt. Cigarette butt, that is. Today marks the 39th annual Great American Smokeout. Created by the American Cancer Society, this day draws attention to smoking and challenges people to stop using tobacco. Here in Chicago, anti-smoking groups continue to spend the day sharing information about the many tools smokers can use to help them quit and stay tobacco-free. We live in an era where virtually every daily task can be done on the internet. So why can't we vote online too? I mean, think about it. We shop online, we bank online, some of us even date online. But for centuries, Americans have had to show up to a polling place and check off boxes for their candidate of choice. Thanks, Kevin. Hey everyone, I'm standing outside in downtown Chicago on this warm but cloudy day. It's currently 70 degrees outside and will reach a high of 76 with a low of 54. 75% of Olympians suffered from gum disease and half of them suffered from tooth erosion. What's the culprit? One researcher says the sugar found in sports drinks and energy bars are by far the most damaging to any athlete's mouth. The best thing for athletes to do is to trade in the Gatorade for water and look for protein shakes and bars with the least amount of sugar. Up next, we have Studio 51's Health Beat with Molly Brewer. She's got news on a possible cure for paralysis. Molly? Welcome back. Loyola's Unified Student Government Association recently proposed a vote asking students to add a $2.50 charge to their tuition in order to create a scholarship fund for undocumented students. Carly sits down with Phoenix reporter Dominic Lynch to get his take on the vote. Thanks, Lauren. After the break, we'll chow down on a new type of barbecue and get ready to look to the stars. Our Foodie and Tech Talk is next. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Studio 51. I'm Jade Anderson.
And I'm Carly Free. We'll see you next time.
The university's Black Cultural Center works to reduce race-based violence. Studio 51's Jade Anderson has more on this.
After seeing headline after headline of the unlawful murders of minority youth, Loyola's Black Cultural Center seized the opportunity to stand as activists for change.
We can inform people around campus about the different innocent victims who have been killed to gun violence and police violence across the community.
They came up with the name Regaining Our Community to symbolize a fight for progression in midst of all the killings of innocent people, as well as the violent protests that have risen as a reaction to all the issues. The first event, entitled Do You Know My Name?, showcased 6 young people who were recently murdered with a description below of how each of them died. Missing from the wall was their names. The organization wanted to highlight that while some cases received lots of attention, many others go unnoticed. Another event was a day of silence entitled Silence, Solidarity for Our Souls. Students were given a sticker and pledged not to speak in support of all who lost their lives through unlawful killings. They will close out the Awareness Week tonight with their general body meeting, Unity Starts with You and I. There, they will discuss how to come together and create a better place for future generations. One member plans to stay involved in making a change even after the week ends, and says it's easy for other students to do so as well.
Just have conversations with your peers and let them know. That's basically being an activist, that's spreading awareness in just day-to-day conversations, or you could do something as simple as retweet a tweet or like a Facebook post.
Now, if you still want to get involved following this week's events, the BCC will be hosting a die-in on November 24th in the Damon Student Center. At 12 p.m., students will all gather and drop to the ground to simulate all the lives lost throughout this year. For Studio 51, I'm Jade Anderson.
Just around the corner from Studio 51 is one of the sweetest spots in Chicago. Our foodie Jade Anderson takes us there.
Ola Emerson is one of the many baristas who creates the tasty treats at Ghirardelli's Chocolate Company on Michigan Ave. I recently discovered one of their creations, and it quickly became my favorite ice cream sundae in Chicago. The story behind the Ocean Beach Sundae is that it's named after the beach that runs along the west coast of Ghirardelli's hometown, San Francisco. The creators wanted to give ice cream lovers all around the nation a trademark taste of the city where it all began. It has sea salt to give you that ocean feel, chocolate fudge, caramel, vanilla ice cream, and it's topped off with whipped cream and a caramel Ghirardelli square. If you're not in the mood for ice cream, there are a number of hot drinks. And of course, you can never go wrong with the traditional Ghirardelli chocolate square. No matter what you choose, you'll be sure to indulge in a flavorful treat. But try to get there early in the day because in the afternoon, the store is overcrowded with lots of shoppers hoping to get a snack. For Studio 51, I'm Jade Anderson.